योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Myself, Dr. L.G. Malav. My designation as a professor, Department of Education, Gujarat University, Ahmedabad. I am going to teach you in-service and pre-service teacher evaluation in teacher education. In this video, I will brief about pre-service teacher evaluation in teacher education. Pre-service teacher education has 4 domains. The pre-service teacher education program has major 4 domains. The skill to be evaluated, each 4 domains to make for effective and decision making is pre-service teachers, otherwise beginning teachers, and otherwise student teachers. We are not telling teacher trainees because teachers trainee words used for animal training, not providing human training because teacher education. Therefore, sometimes teachers training colleges, teachers training, but one American expert telling that in animals giving training, but in human that is nothing proper. Therefore, we are using as pre-service teachers, otherwise beginning teachers, otherwise student teachers. This word is acceptable. Now we are discussion about beginning teachers outcomes. So which types outcomes need for beginning teachers? Hence explain 4 domains for evaluation for pre-service teacher student teachers. First, content. First domain is content. The content is both type, such as first general content knowledge and second subject matter, both type content. And the second domain is learner and the learning environment. First, learner. Beginning teacher outcome evaluation by teacher educators. Setting management in the classroom of learners and discipline maintained of learners. This is evaluation through the teacher educators. Second, learning environment. Teacher educators, beginning teachers create in learning environment in classroom or not proper create environment in the classroom. That is done evaluation through the teacher educators. Learning environment of beginning teachers outcomes evaluation done by teacher educators. In pre-service teacher evaluation done by teacher educators above. Diversity learner. Some other metals also evaluation through the teacher educators of beginning teachers. And we are discussing third domain is teaching and learning process. Third domain is teaching and learning process. The part of teaching learning process such as 3 parts. First, introduction strategy. First, introduction strategies, and second is planning instruction, and third is assessment that is more importance in teaching process, this domain, introduction strategies. First, beginning teachers in the classroom establish introductions, pre-knowledge and current knowledge, establish and planning instruction, and which materials also explain discussions, and that is proper planning, otherwise not. And third is assessment, that is assessment also done by the beginning teacher is properly, other nothing, asking questions, participant students in activities. There are many ways done evaluation through the beginning teachers in the classroom. Fourth domain. The fourth domain is professionalism. There is fourth domain is professionalism, that is first reflection, professional development. In the classroom, beginning teachers doing teaching process, use of teaching strategies, many teaching aids also used in the classroom, and presentation of contents, students participation and learning process. And during in this situation, what is overall reflection in professional development, that is teacher use properly his content presentation with methods used by the teachers in the classrooms, and motivations also provide them students, and supporting them students. All students are involved in the classroom, and remember asking all question. He was looking all the students and actively learning all the students very well. That is reflection of professional development as a proper knowledge is used and teaching learning doing by the beginning teachers, that is observation, otherwise evaluation done by the teacher educators. And other matter is involvement, professional responsibility, that is teacher is involvement in teaching learning process, that is asking questions, teaching content, and when you are giving answer at that time, teachers accept answer, provide motivations. Otherwise, he was telling them proper but some aid materials, otherwise telling you second students are clearly explain answer, and that ways used by the teachers and professional, that is involvement, totally involvement in the classroom with students discussion and supporting students learning. Next, now we are discussion one by one domain. First, content. First, we are formal discussion about domains, but now we are discussion detail in domain 1. Domain 1, content. The essence of content in domain 1 is the acquisition of content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and development of creative and critical thinking skills for beginning educators. This matter is very useful because content knowledge is more important. Teachers go to class preparation with content. Without content, not properly discussion. Because main things is content is first importance. After we are use of pedagogical matter. Otherwise pedagogy apply. First, most important content knowledge is very important. Second step is pedagogical knowledge. Introduction. There are many skills used teachers in during the teaching. Introduction, questionnaire, blackboard work, evaluations, many skills apply, and one methods, otherwise approaches use, sometimes method use. There are through activities providing teaching, otherwise use of activity in the classroom teaching process. So there is pedagogy is secondly more importance, and development of creative. There is teacher having proper knowledge, preparations, and use of pedagogy, proper pedagogy. Otherwise, proper method use, proper approaches use, proper models, teaching models use, and teaching in classroom. And after, third matter is very important, development of creativity is very important in teachers teaching. During the teaching, creativity is presentation in teaching. There is more importance, and students involved in teaching learning process at that termian, during at that time, students also involved, and creativity learning by them. There is more importance, development of creativity in creativity environment create in the classroom, and students knowledge is create. That is more importance in first domain, content domain, and maintain creativity in the classroom by the beginning teachers. Thereafter, last point is in first domain, critical thinking skill. That is, critical thinking is more importance. One point is teaching by the teacher, one unit teaching by the teacher, but this unit, these lessons which matters involved in society related, in political related, in technology related, at that time critical thinking by the teachers and use of critical thinking during the teaching process, and at that time all references are involved in current knowledge, society knowledge, and that all matters also involved through the critical thinking. That is many times, that is in contents written by the author, and these authors write book 2 years old, 5 years old, but teacher is teaching after 4 years this content, at that time some material, some things are changing, some contents also need changeable. At that time teachers can criticize, critical thinking and correct matter telling by the teachers, discussion by the teachers, and at that time critical thinking is more important in beginning teachers learning. That is for main part of domain 1, there is more importance for beginning teachers. Now the teachers, student teachers have broad knowledge of their subject. There are beginning teachers need more important knowledge, but to their subject knowledge. There is their subject which type that beginning teachers, arts, commerce, science. There is teachers mathematics, science, geography, psychology, languages. There are many. In beginning teachers, beginning teachers selected 2 methods and 1 principals and subsidiary 2 methods teaching in the school level and selection by them. There is main subject is proper knowledge, content knowledge, and second also subsidiary subjects also. These both subjects have complete content knowledge need of beginning teachers. Have background a basic subject area, that is arts, basic subject area, humanities, mathematics, science, and have a broad understanding of the major cultures, religious, geography, political system, philosophies, and economic systems by the which people organize their lives, know and appreciate the great creative words of world culture. Student teachers know the content appropriate to their teaching specially and the relevant applications of the content. Know the link between the grade or subject vary such and what come before and after their course or grade. Can relate disciplinary knowledge to other subject area. Teachers on disciplinary knowledge is more importance, but other subject area also knowledge is more importance, very well need. There are these beginning teachers need on area knowledge, on subject knowledge with other subject knowledge also need for beginning teachers. Student teachers, otherwise beginning teachers, know the ways in which learning take place. Very well know. And they know the appropriate levels. Appropriate knowledge very importance for him. And level of intellectual. There is more important. Intellectual level is more importance in the classroom. discussions at the time. This intellectual level is more important. All the matters. Physical teachers is teaching in the classroom, not sit down, but he was stand up and he was without sitting in the classroom teaching. Whenever preparation of content, his physical body is proper. He was properly speaking, properly learning, properly reading, and properly discussion with the students. Whenever teachers are physically healthy, proper, healthy and physically. Social. Teachers' social relation is more important. Teachers' relations with colleagues, teacher members, staff members, principals and staff, other members, teaching, non-teaching, all the staff members is more important. Students and teachers' relation is maintained by the teachers. Social, that is social relations maintained. Maintain relations with parents. There is more importance. Some problems solvents of the children. Discussion with parents. There is create relations. Teachers will be relation of with peoples, parents, societies, other societies. There is social relations is strong, maintained by the teachers is more important. And emotional development. Teachers' emotional development is more important because teachers should be very well know about which time he was smiling, which time angry with students, which time many emotional presentations with teachers, students and the society is very well known by the teachers. And there is emotional knowledge is more important because this emotional knowledge is used teacher during the behavior with students, behavior with parents, behavior with in societies, behavior with teaching members, other teaching staffs also. At that time, emotional development is more important. Therefore, because this emotional development is in presentations of teachers' behaviors and maintains by the teacher behavior is good. There is emotional development of students, the teach. There is teacher is, this matter is more important. There is intellectual, physical, social and emotional development. There all the matters are. Teachers have more maintained, effectively understand and apply in behaviors is more important for teacher. Now, understand how learning occurs, how student construct knowledge, acquire skills and development habits of mind. That is more important. Understand how learning occurs. That is very well understanding by the teachers. How very well learning, understanding. Students, that is well understanding, and construct knowledge. Who is constructed knowledge? The construct knowledge by the teacher, because knowledge construct in teacher mind, and presentation by the teacher constructed knowledge among students, with students. Explain. And acquire skill, use of many skills during the classroom activities, during the teaching learning process. At that time, beginning teachers are many skills used in the classroom activities. One of skills, questionnaire skills, introduction skills, motivational skills, blackboard skills. There are many skills. And development habits of mind. Teachers development some habits of mind, many habits, teaching learning process habits. Teachers explain content, not only stand up and speaking without any movement, otherwise not use of body language. And there is more importance. Students give motivations through the, we are giving, looking students, and answer is give correct. At that time we accept our smile, otherwise accept our, we are positive, our give our body parts sign, we are accept his answers. Sometimes we give him motivate through our body language, use of words. Good, very good, nice, your answer is good. There is more importance, develop habits of mind. These habits also useful of teaching learning process. This type study habits is used by the teachers is more important. Understand the students' physical, social and emotional, moral and cognitive development influence learning. Who is understand? Understand the students, understand by the teachers. Students' physical, social, emotional and moral cognitive development influence learning. When you are beginning teacher teaching in the classroom, at that time teachers very well know about students, learners, physical matter. There is very well known of students. He was physically fit or not. Some students are in physically height body. He was sitting last batch, weight, small weight, small children. She was not high, very well height. There are, but in now inclusive schools, all schools are inclusive schools, and many students are not physical capable. Some students are less vision, some students are less hearing, some students are not properly speaking, some create problems some difficulties, use of goggles, some students, not vision clearly, not blackboard reading, not teachers use of charts, not very well reading by the students. These all students' physical disabilities also very well know by the beginning teachers and classroom management creation by the beginning teachers. And this type children's sitting in first line, first bench, he was not properly hearing, not clearly looking, he was vision is not clearly. This type children's, some disabled children's sitting in first benches, therefore some not hearing very well. This type children's looking teacher's mouth, his speaking, lips and other parts, body parts, and understanding many actions of by the teachers, use of body language and some contents is presentation by the teachers. Therefore, beginning teachers is understand physical structures of the learners is more important. Social, these many students learning in the classroom, all the students are social relation is which type creation. Some students are isolated sitting, not talking each other students, identified by the teachers, because these type children, isolated children, some create problems and removed by the teachers, discussions with parents, discussion with students, and remove these isolated children's problems. Children come in the class, take problems within societies, in parents. Therefore, these all problems solution by the teachers, mothers and fathers quarrel each other, not good relations. These effects children come in the classroom. At that time, beginning teachers, these learners asking, otherwise sometimes meet parents, organize meeting with parents and understanding about social weakness of students. Why these students is not match other students, not talking each other students, and why isolated living in the school level. Also emotional, all students emotional feeling is very well understanding. Some students are, there is emotional, proper time we are, presentation our feeling is our maturity of emotional maturity. But whenever we are without situation, looking situation and crying, laughing, we are creating our anger, we become angry. That is not properly. But we are very well understanding our emotional presentation and our emotional presentation through our behaviors. Sometimes we throw stone, that is our behavior. Sometimes we are highly speaking, with angry speaking, that is we are very angry. But we are, as a teachers, students are not accept angry teachers. Students are accept good relations. Teachers, not there is love is need first. In primary schools, first mother and father, and second teachers in primary levels, in KG and KG level. At that time, student accept as a female teachers as a mother. Feelings, this type, mother type. Moral, that is, moral is more importance. In teacher is accept moral, use moral and apply moral at that time. Students, this moral is development in students very well. But first, moral is more importance accept by the teachers. And cognitive development, that is, cognitive development is in knowledge development. We are thinking and development knowledge. In society, first children in the family, first learning language. In on areas in family, otherwise local language learning, and that is in mind. This is tree, this is cow. That is, first is not understanding cow and monkey, donkey, any other animal. After sometimes students cognitive knowledge development, at that time understanding there is cow, there is donkey, understanding different, and this type knowledge create in mind. This is tree, this is plant, also this development. That is which part of the tree, that this is all understand through the cognitive development. And this cognitive development is more importance in beginning teachers, and this cognitive development is developed by the teachers and learners. And influence learning, this matter is more importance for influencing learning. Now other we are discussion point, are aware of expected development progresses and ranges of individual variation which each domain, this physical, social, emotional, moral and cognitive, can identify level of realize in learning. This all domain is more importance, that is identify level of realities in learning process and understand how development in any one domain may affect performance in others. Understand how social group function. There is more importance. Understand how social group function, how doing social group function and influence people, and these social group functions, that is influence peoples. like peoples and how people influence group, and that is more importance. Recognize factors and situation that are like to promote or diminishes transaction motivations. There is more importance factors. Recognize these factors. When you are create situation at that time, we are sometimes give importance, otherwise sometimes not importance. When I have give already example one. In classroom, teachers asking question, students nothing give good answer, not proper give good answer, proper answer, incorrect answer. At that time, as a teacher, not telling them good, very good, but okay, yours try is good, but asking other student question, next student questions, and next students also give proper answer at that time, give them very good. Give these students, we provide motivation, and other students also, not we are not answer good, but we are not his students, not demotivation provide, but we are trying to, your try it good, it okay, प्रयत्न, that is आपका प्रयास बहुत अच्छा है, ऐसा का, your try is very well, otherwise well, but answer is nothing correct, and other students are give answer proper, and at that time first students you repeat the answer. That is motivation is more importance, and good answer not given. You are sometimes we are telling them stand up, you are stand up. Other student asking questions, and now you are give answer, and next time he was hearing other students and give answer. At that time give, okay, good. We give them, we provide them motivations. There is a good matter for the teachers. Now, teachers recognize the impact of culture. There is more importance. Impact of culture. Recognize. Economics, political and social environment upon their discipline. Know the history of their discipline. Teacher is very well know history of their discipline. Which his discipline, which his learning area, learning teaching area. This is which main subject. This is this discipline and discipline. This teacher is educational discipline, and educational history area is very well know the teacher educators. But in primary level, secondary level, whenever beginning teachers teaching students, at that time teachers, mathematics teachers and science teachers, language teachers, this his teachers discipline areas, and discipline areas very well know about the Gujarati teachers. There is many writers names and any other history, novels, which authors, and science teachers, very well know, experts, researchers in science levels also, many history of the subject level, there is more importance for the beginning teachers. Know the contributions that devices culture group have made to their discipline. Now, more importance, contribution that devices culture. તો આજે જે contributions of cultures group, there are in the classroom different having culture students coming in the classroom and teacher teaching with in the classroom and students are coming with different cultures and there all the students are contributions providing by the teachers and all the students. These cultures is joined in our cultures in small areas, small societies, small areas cultures, and there are different types caste students and in area wise cultures, South Gujarat, North Gujarat, India, South, North, West, Middle, there is many students coming with different cultures, but the all culture students accept all cultures and all students accept and teaching behavior done by the teachers. Teachers know the specific use of technology in their discipline. There is more important. Teachers teaching in the classroom and teaching aids are used by the teachers in the classroom, because teaching aid is more importance for teaching learning process, because these aids, teaching aids also help, not only help teachers but very well understanding students, and both help teaching aids, technologies help teachers and other side students also very well help. Student teachers content presentation very well through the technology, through the teaching learning aids, and students are very well understanding the learning by the technology, use of the technology through the teaching learning aids. There is easily understanding students and teachers also presentation content easily through technology and teaching learning aids. Understand how technological advance affect their discipline, which technology is advanced and how apply, that is new technology is very well known and very well used in the classroom during the teaching learning process. Know where to find out technological resource specific to their discipline, and teachers are very well understanding which is resources for technologies, materials also very well understand and he was very well use of resources, use of library, use of websites, use of many books, discussion other teachers, and get information. Some there are in this is in this time many technology instruments used in the classroom. Now audio, video, smart board, many instruments are used in the classroom, and many content also we are find out in website also. There is undisciplined teacher is very well understand technological resources is good, very good for teacher. Now second domain we are discussion. Second domain, the learning and the learner environment. The learning and the learner environment domain 2 focus on the ability of the students, teachers, to define characteristic of their learners and create pro-social behavior that engage learners in these classes. Effectiveness classroom management. Student teachers practice effective classroom management. That is first point. Exercise leadership, taking personal responsibility for the progress of all students. Organize and motivate students to act in ways that meet the need of both the individual students and the class a whole. Maximize efficiency, maintain discipline and moral, promote teamwork, plan, communicate, focus on results, evaluate progress, and make constant adjustment. There is more importance. Work to minimize disruptions in students' learning and take advantage of unaccepted event to teach students. Are skilled at facilitating conscious and mediating conflict. Use a range of strategy to promote positive relationship, cooperation, and powerful learning in the classroom. Teachers have more important create positive relations and with teachers, with students, and in the classroom with students creative, otherwise promote positive relationship, cooperations and powerful learning in the classroom. There is more importance. Engage students in individual. All their students engage, individual students engage in the classroom. There is more importance. Any student is not without learning, otherwise without activity, He was sitting in the classroom. Any process, he was hearing, looking, doing work, and all matters engaging. You are some students asking questions. Give in geography chart. Use give place. Where is our capital, state capital, place? You students comes and in the chart. Otherwise, not understand other students asking, help taking, and this type teachers creation environments and all the students are looking by the teachers and engage all the students in individual cooperative learning activities and environment, providing environment there is students are cooperative and learning through activities. There is give lessons and teaching through the activities method. So there is activity method is used in the classroom. Teaching, doing and teaching. That is work, giving some works, project works, some drawing the pictures in blackboards, calculation in some fingers, and otherwise all the students make some models together and working together and cooperative group teachings, make small groups and discussions and presentation by the some students. One point give one group and other, all the groups give different topic and group leaders discussions in the group and group leaders is presentations, his reports also. Help them develop motivation to achieve and students done activities, give them motivations. We are providing in good words. We are our body language accept them, and thereafter sometimes students are get good results, and at that time we are some present give them, and so providing them motivation, we are giving certificates. Through we are motivation providing them certificates. Sometimes give pen, sometimes give notebooks, sometimes we are give them congratulations, very good, your excellence, nice. That is, we are providing them motivation. Your work is very well. Providing them motivation by the teachers is good matter. Now, organize, allocate, and manage the resource of time. There is teacher is organizer and organize in the classroom. In his lecture time, organize and allocate time, manage the resource of time, and resources also provide and properly time, space. There is use in the classroom, references, resources also use, activities properly activities done, not only activities done by the teachers, but students are involved in activities, and these activities are more importance for learners, and attention to provide active attention. All students is attention providing in these activities. There is more importance. Equitable engagement of students and productive tasks. The students is doing activities and engage this with activities, and this work is productive task. Productive task is more important because students is some material make production of materials. Students make some creativities. Next, help the group to develop shared values. There is in the classroom, create student groups and shared values and acceptations for students' impressions. In the classroom, create groups. Otherwise, in the playground, classroom, out of classroom, any place, create groups by the teachers and share the values and maintain the values in the group, accept the students' values and acceptations. The students' interactions, academic, in the classroom, whenever visit any place, industrial areas and any tours, also discussion with groups and give them values, importance and discussion, academic discussion, any educational topics, discussions by the groups, and this which groups more effectively discussion points give motivation them, and other students, other groups are not discussion but without educational matters or other academic, without academic discussions, matters discussions in the groups, that is teachers are give informations and start by the teachers. These points, these matters also discussions is very well, and after providing motivations and individual and group personality, the create positive classroom climate, and the classroom climate make positive climate by the teachers. Individual positive climate like students individually like teachers and teachers environment, and group also like teachers behavior, teachers relations, teacher motivations, and teachers give suggestions also accept by the students and create good feelings by the students. And there is group responsibility, take group responsibilities himself and completed work done by these groups, and create positive classroom climate. Openness, providing openness environment of these groups, and mutual respect, these groups providing respect by the teacher, because these different groups discussion educational academics matters and sometimes create some problems, but smoothly teachers their maintain these matters and asking, telling them and guide students and create good environments, create good relations and support them and support and inquiry. There is more importance this teacher's behavior. Effective teaching practice. Now we are discussing effective teaching practice. Student teachers, beginning teachers, we are student teachers, otherwise beginning teachers, not telling trainee teachers, but beginning teachers is, we are very well understanding, use of a variety of methods. There is more important things, variety of methods. There are in content teachings, there are many methods. Teaching by the teacher educators and beginning teachers, and whenever teachers giving lesson in practice teaching, during the practice teaching, at that time beginning teachers use different methods in the classroom teaching, school level. To teach students, including cooperative learning techniques. Beginning teachers, including cooperative learning techniques. There is very well cooperative learning techniques also apply in the classroom to promote content knowledge. His content knowledge is present in the classroom and promote one by one. He was promote his content knowledge, first introduction and promote one by one is promote content knowledge and presentation. After critical thinking, that is, we are as a teacher in the classroom, discussion with critical thinking, proper matter, that is good evaluations, that is proper, that is what not proper, properly telling in the classroom, and use of critical thinking and problem solving skill, use of problem solving skill, many skills. And whose problem solving? Learners. Beginning teachers in practicing schools, problem solving skills use very well, that is more importance. Teach student how to live and work together productivity in positive manner, that is more important. Effectively use multiple representation and explanations of disciplinary concept that capture key ideas and link them to students' superior understanding, represent and different viewpoints, theories, ways of knowing, and methods of inquiry in the teaching of subject matter concept. There is need of inquiry method in the classroom is more important. Which matters, which type content understanding students, and inquiry through asking questions by the teachers, and these methods, inquiry methods used in the classroom by the subject teachers, method teachers is more important. And integrate disciplinary learning expressions. So there is more importance. Integrate disciplinary learning experiences that allow students to integrate knowledge. So there is more importance. His both matter is involved. Integrate disciplinary. There is and knowledge, integrate knowledge and skills and methods of inquiry for several subject area. There is use of the classroom by the teachers. Use multiple teaching and learning strategies to engage students. So this more importance, this multiple teaching and learning strategies engage the students in teaching learning cooperative that promote and development critical thinking, problem solving and performance capabilities, and the help a student assume responsibility for identifying and using learning resources. And we are discussing about critical thinking and already discussion, problem solving also discussion, and performance capabilities of students we are very well understanding, and help a student assume responsibility, understanding very well his responsibility and identifying using learning resources very well. These beginning teachers are understanding learning resources. Next, constantly minor and adjust strategies in response to learner feedback. That is more importance. Feedback is providing by the teacher, educators also providing feedback, beginning teachers feedback providing in the school level classroom. Engage student in individual. There is more important. Students individual engage and work doing individuals, and cooperative learning activity. So providing the activities and cooperative learning activities very well done by the use of the activity teachers, and asking questions. There is more importance. So there is cooperative learning activities help and motivation achieves. Models of effective communication strategies. Effective communications models used by the teachers. Communications with teachers and students. Among students, discussions this type methods also used in the classroom is more important. Models effective communication strategies and covering ideas and informations and asking questions. So there is involved in ideas and questioning and answering also involved in models. There is communication models is applied in the classroom by the beginning teachers is more important. Now we discussion in domain 3, teaching and learning process. The core of domain 3, teaching and learning process, is the ability of the beginning educator to plan. That is one. Implement and assess instruction that is congruent with identification outcomes. Effective assessment. Student teacher use a variety of methods to assess what students have learned. Use formal test through assessment, use of formal test. Responses to quiz, use of teachers quiz in the classroom and assessment through quiz. Evaluation of class assignment. So teachers give assignment of class students and through assessment, class assessment through assignment. Students performance in students are one play action through presentations, his arts, his knowledge, song, sing. Any students are performance. Their performance are two types: academic performance and performance through co-curricular activities. The students present his performance through content presentation, orally, written and co-curricular activities. He was many sing, song, action plan and through many activities. The students are presentations, his performance. This very well used by the beginning teachers is more important. The projects. These teachers providing project students and evaluation through evaluation of project and evaluation them. Standardized achievement test. Achievement test preparation by the teachers and achievement test given of the students, and through achievement test performance also understand by the teachers and very well understanding performance of students. Evaluate informal measures, that is evaluate formal and informal both type measures. Sometimes informal measures use of students understanding in the classroom normally, and such as the question asked in class and level of the student enthusiasm. There is not formal evaluate but informal teachers are asking questions and evaluation of the students. Use assessment strategies, involve learner in assessment activities. So many assessment strategies use and involve learners in self-assessment activities, self-assessment. Many providing self-assessment activities of students by the teachers to help them become aware of their strengths and need, and encourage them to set personal goal for learning by the teachers. Modify teaching strategies and behavior in relation to the student's success, modifying plans and instructional approaches accordingly. Maintain useful records of student work and performance and communicate students' progress, knowledgeable and responsibility based on appropriate indicators to students, parents and other colleagues. Now we are going on curriculum alignment. Student teachers align their instruction with the required curriculum, development and apply strategies to make the local curriculum framework and content standards by professional organizations in their specially areas significant to the student they teach. Meet the requirement of entire curriculum which are fundamental to student understanding. Diversified instruction. Teachers plan instruction that are appropriate for a diverse students population, including with special needs. Develop short and long range plan for instruction which reflect understanding of how students learn and how for students who learn at a faster or lower pace than other to be successful and engaged in learning. Understand that plans are general guidelines and must be consistently monitored and modified to enhance the learning that is occurring in the classroom. Make inclusion of special needs students in the regular classroom a positive experience for each student in the class and collaborate with the range of support specialists to help them meet the need of the students. Identify and design instruction appropriate to students' stages and development, learner style, strength and needs. Bring multiple perspective to the discussion and cultural norms. Know how to take contextual discussion, instructional material, individual and student interest, need and aptitude of community resources into curriculum goal and students' experiences. Know when and how to adjust plan based on student response and other contingencies. Technological skills. Student teachers have strong and current technology skills. More importance. First, know when and how to use current educational technology. It's more important. And second, understand the most appropriate type and level of technology to use to maximize student learning. Now, discussion domain 4, professionalism. In domain 4, professionalism relate to collaboration, reflection and ethical behavior of the learning educator, beginning teachers, believes that all students can learn. Teacher students believe that all students can learn. Instill a love of learning and self-confidence based on achievement. Treat students as individuals. Enjoy spending time in company of children and young adults. Learn all they can about each of their students. Maintain the dignity of each student. Express pride in their students' accomplishment. Believe that all children can learn at high level and respect the influence of race, ethnicity, gender, religion, and other aspect of culture on child development and personality, demonstrates their belief that diversity in the classroom, school, and society is strength and show the commitment by daily conduct. Do not allow subtle or overt intolerance to bigotry in classroom or school, and actively select materials and develop lessons, or schools and activities select material and develop lessons that contract stereotypes. Strive to understand how an individual child culture and background influence her school performance. Now, next point, professional development and ethics. Student teachers meet high ethical standards of practice and engage in professional development activities, including development in the area of technology. Keep the need of students of the center of professional thoughts and actions. Live up universal ethical principles of honesty, truthfulness, integrity, fair treatment, and respect for others. Maintain a clear distinction between personal value and professional ethics. There is importance. Advocate for teacher professionalism, for school conditions that encourage teaching and learning, and for decision making structures that take advantage of the expertise of teachers. Recognize that lifelong learning in internal part of the professions is more important for beginning teachers. Recognize the professional responsibilities for engaging in the supporting appropriate professional practice for self and colleagues. This also importance for beginning teachers for professional development with ethics. Reflective practice. Teachers are reflective should their practice is good ethics for teachers. Think systematically about what happens in the classroom and school, why it happens, and what can be done to improve student achievement. This type thinking is more important for beginning teachers, and this thinking with ethical. Study education, literature, and interpret research and apply it to classroom. and school. That is more important. So first is study educational literature is more important, and other part is interpret research, and after apply it to in classroom and school level. Value critical thinking and self-directed learning as habit of mind of teachers is more important. Other community and school collaboration. And community is very important. Student teachers work collaboratively with colleagues. Collaborative with colleagues, staff, teaching staff, other families, collaborative with his families and other communities, and the communities of support the learning environments in society, in community. There, so this maintain collaborations with families, colleagues and community is more important. Reach out beyond the school to promote trust and understanding, to build a partnership with all segments of the school community, and to overcome obstacles that stand in way effective family and community improvement in the education of children. Are informed about policy issues and initiate or assist the implementing initiatives to improve the education of children. Are respected members of the community who play key roles in helping improve communication and collaboration between the members of the community and educators in the school and the system. Realize that everything that happiness in the community between individual students, with families or with colleagues, has an impact in the classroom, and work to minimize, value and learn from the expertise of other educators. Now, conclusion, the acceptations in that teachers, whether in service or pre-service, engaging reflective practice, studying there on methods of teaching and sharpening their experiences with their peers in schools are regular features of possible life